Welcome back to Cars in Detail. What I got here is a 2023 Ford Explorer. Now this thing, you look at the side and you think, yeah, it just needs a quick wash. But that's not the case. This thing has actually been on a West Coast trip. So it's gone from Ontario all the way to British Columbia and back. And I think he said he went to Montana, and they were pulling 1,200-pound camper trailer. So this thing is absolutely filthy, especially in the front. And this thing is really going to challenge what I can do. But we're going to do our very best to get this thing looking brand new again. So stick around to the end. See if I can actually make it happen. Let's go check it out on this episode of Cars in Detail. So as we take a walk around this 2023 Ford Explorer, you will see the wheels are very, very dirty, tires, tons of brake dust and road grime. We're going to need to break out all of the products on this one. But here's the part that I was telling you about. Take a look at the graveyard of bugs on the front of this car. Oh, there's one there's still moving. This little guy's still twitching. I mean, this thing is absolutely filthy. Just look at the bug guts. So, we will do our very best to get all of these bug guts removed and get it looking brand new. Rest of the vehicle, similar story, mirrors, got tons of bug guts. The rest should come out pretty easily. But we've got to get to work on this one because it's going to take a while. So let's get it all cleaned up. Okay, well, we're going to get started by spraying lots and lots of bug and insect remover. Now this is supposed to dissolve all the bug guts and help make it easier for when we actually go to wash it. So we'll see. And we'll get the mirrors. Okay. We'll let that chew on those bug guts, and then we'll come back and we'll give it a quick pre-wash rinse. Okay, let's see how well the insect remover worked. Yeah, not bad. Okay, pre-wash rinse complete. Let's put the pre-wash wash on it. Silly me, almost forgot to do the wheels first and apply the fallout remover. So we'll do that first before we put on the pre-wash. Just gonna apply the wheel cleaner. And the tire cleaner. A little bit of gunk there. Yeah, that should do. Yeah, just watch as that does its trick, it does its job. Now you can see all of the fallout and brake dust and gunk is all coming right off. Get all of that right off. Now due for a quick rinse. All right, much better already. I chose to let the fronts dwell a little longer just because, let's face it, the fronts are doing a lot more work, especially when you're towing a big trailer. So let's get these clean. Bigger brush or a smaller brush. Okay, rinse. Much better. Now, let's repeat on the other side. Okay, pre-wash. Now, some of you might be wondering, what's the point of a pre-wash? Well, I'll tell you. Pre-wash, lift all the dirt and grime and road film that you can't see but you can feel on the paint. So the idea, we get that all off, makes it easier when we do a contact wash. So there you go. And now you know. Now we're just going to rinse off the pre-wash. hopefully you can see the majority of the bug guts are already gone. So bug cleaner and the pre-wash doing its job. Remember what the headlight looked like before? Almost completely clean. Now, one thing that I learned from another YouTuber, how to spray out the door jambs, get them clean. So here's how you do it. That's it. Okay, now contact wash. Okay, I just realized I forgot to do the fallout remover step, so we might have to backtrack and do that. I decided, since I'm doing the clay mitt, that the iron and fallout remover could probably just do it after the fact. Not exactly completely correct, but should still work. And this clay mitt right here, it's got like a little textured surface, and what that's going to do is help me get all the bugs and all the other stuff we can't see but we can feel on the paint, and we're going to get that all taken off. And it definitely feels very gritty under the mitt, so that's not good. Okay, now we finished the contact wash and the clay mitt. Now we're going to just rinse. Protection, we're going to do a double layer again. We're going to do the hydrofoam sealant as a base layer, and then we're going to add the Gyeon WetCoat on top. Oh, I just remembered. I forgot to use the fallout remover. Let's go do that first. Okay, we're just spraying on the iron and fallout remover to get rid of the final layer of all the crud that might still be on there. Get nice smooth paint ready for sealant. We'll get up on the roof in a minute. Do the windows, because you probably don't know this, but glass is porous. So we want to get all that stuff on there too. Of course, we've already done the wheels, so we don't need to worry about that. And in case you don't know what this stuff smells like, it kind of smells like a rotten egg salad sandwich that Grandma left out too long. Okay, gonna rinse off the fallout remover now. Okay, looking pretty good. Okay, add some protection now. I love the smell of this stuff. I don't know if you can hear this, but it's sizzling. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but yeah, a hydrofoam sealant's doing its thing. Let's rinse it off. All right, looks pretty good. Okay, well, as you can see, already looks awesome. Got some great water behavior beading on here. To add just an extra little bit of boost to the gloss and the slickness, we're gonna add a little Gyeon WetCoat. Okay. Oh yeah, much better. All right, now we just gotta dry this sucker off. Ooh yeah, just like before with the Honda Pilot video. Hopefully you saw that. If not, check it out. It's on my channel under the playlist Cars and Motorcycles if you want to watch a bunch of stuff. But this paint is buttery smooth now, which is incredibly smooth. So it's going to look fantastic when we're done. And the best part is we're not done yet. I still got to do the driver's side seat area because it is really dirty. You'll see. Stick around. Okay, now, don't know if you can see, but there is a shadow where the bug guts were on the mirror and a few sections on the hood. So I'm just gonna get a little polish and then I'll put a little spray sealant over top. Looking much better already. And you can see everything is clean. Just gotta dress the exterior plastics now. And then we'll move on to the inside. Okay, this is the last thing I gotta do. Just give this a quick vacuum, clean up this mat, which is disgustingly dirty, and then we'll be done. Okay, so all I've done is done a quick vacuum and sprayed in a little bit of APC, aka all-purpose cleaner. Here we can just take a look here. We're just gonna help get this looking a little better for Rob. There we go. Look at that. Much better. Okay, might have to do another quick vacuum. Looks much better already. Yeah, look at that. Door. Okay. All right, looks pretty good. Okay, check out the after. Look how much cleaner this is. Amazing. Looks great. Not bad. Okay, well, after a couple hours of decontaminating this 2023 Ford Explorer, it's looking pretty dang good. Have a look. So you can see, look at all the tires, nice and clean. Front completely free of bug debris. Look at that. Looks pretty good. Yeah, let's take a walk around. Somebody might say that, damn, this is a new car? Well, looks like one, as you can definitely see. She is looking mint. Oh, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Well, that's it for another detail transformation here on Cars in Detail. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please consider hitting that like button, subscribing, and remember, we're all here for the love of cars. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.